Right now, as you're watching this video, there are an estimated 200 billion trillion stars in the observable universe. That's a 2 followed by 23 zeros. If every single one of those stars had just one planet, just one, that's still more planets than there are grains of sand on every beach on Earth combined. And yet, as far as we know, we've never heard a single hello. No signal. No probe. No footprint that isn't ours. So today we're asking the question that's kept scientists, philosophers, and every kid who's ever looked up at night awake for centuries. Are we alone? And I promise you the answer, or lack of one, is way stranger than you think. Let's get into it. Let's start with why so many scientists think we can't be alone. In 1961, an astronomer named Frank Drake wrote down an equation. Not to prove aliens exist, but to organize the guesswork. It's called the Drake equation, and it multiplies things like how many stars form each year, how many of those have planets, how many planets could support life, how many of those actually develop life, how many develop intelligent life, how many of those civilizations broadcast signals, and how long those civilizations survive to be heard. Multiply it all out, and depending on your assumptions, you get anywhere from less than one civilization in our galaxy to millions. Here's the kicker. We didn't even know exoplanets, planets orbiting other stars, were common until the 1990s. Some scientists thought Earth might be a total fluke. Then in 2009, NASA launched the Kepler telescope. Its job? Stare at one patch of sky and watch for the tiny dimming that happens when a planet crosses in front of its star. The result? We now know of over 5,500 confirmed exoplanets, and based on that data, scientists estimate our galaxy alone contains billions of Earth-sized planets sitting in the habitable zone, the Goldilocks distance from their star where liquid water could exist. Billions, in one galaxy, out of 2 trillion galaxies. So statistically, the universe should be loud with life, which is exactly what makes the silence so unsettling. This brings us to the most famous question in this entire field. It happened almost by accident. The year is 1950. Physicist Enrico Fermi is having lunch with colleagues at Los Alamos, casually chatting about aliens and UFOs. And in the middle of the conversation, he just stops and asks, "Where is everybody?" Think about what he meant. The universe is about 13.8 billion years old. Earth is only 4.5 billion years old. That means there was an 8 to 9 billion year head start for other stars, other planets, and other civilizations to form before our sun even existed. If even one of those civilizations developed space travel, even slow, sub-light speed travel, the math says they could colonize an entire galaxy in about 5 to 50 million years. That sounds like a long time. It is not. On a cosmic timescale, that's a blink, a rounding error. So if intelligent life is even moderately common, the galaxy should already be full of it. We should see megastructures, signals, something. Instead, nothing. Silence. This gap between it should be everywhere and we've found nothing is called the Fermi Paradox. And it's the reason so many scientists lose sleep over this question. So where is everybody? There are really only a few possible answers, and honestly, some of them are terrifying. One of the leading explanations is called the Great Filter. The idea is simple. Somewhere between lifeless chemistry and galaxy-colonizing civilization, there's a filter, a step that's so unlikely or so dangerous that almost nothing makes it through. And here's the uncomfortable part. We don't know if we've already passed it or if it's still ahead of us. Let's break down the possibilities. Possibility 1, the filter is behind us. Maybe the jump from simple chemicals to self-replicating life is astronomically rare. Maybe the jump from single cells to complex, multicellular life, which on Earth took nearly 2 billion years, is the hard part. If that's true, we got insanely lucky, and we might genuinely be one of the few, or even the only intelligent species in the galaxy. That would actually be good news. It means the danger is behind us. Possibility 2, the filter is ahead of us. This is the scary one. What if life, even intelligent life, is common, but civilizations always destroy themselves before they can spread among the stars? Nuclear war, climate collapse, engineered pandemics, runaway artificial intelligence. If the filter is ahead of us, it means every civilization that ever reaches our level of technology doesn't make it much further, and we just started building nuclear weapons and artificial intelligence in the same century. Kind of makes you look at the news differently, doesn't it? Now, here's what's wild. We're not just theorizing about this. We're actively hunting for the answer, right now, in real time. The search for extraterrestrial intelligence, SETI, has been scanning the skies since the 1960s, listening for artificial radio signals that couldn't occur naturally. The James Webb Space Telescope, launched in 2021, can now analyze the atmospheres of exoplanets light years away, looking for biosignatures like oxygen, methane, or other gas combinations that would only make sense if something biological was producing them. And we've had close calls. In 1977, a radio telescope detected a 72-second burst of signal so strong and unexplained that an astronomer literally circled it on the printout and wrote, "Wow," next to it. It's still called the WOW signal to this day. And to this day, we've never found where it came from or heard it again. We've sent our own messages too. The Voyager Golden Records, Arecibo broadcasts, cosmic messages in a bottle, drifting outward in case anyone's listening back. So if there is someone out there, we're not just hoping, we're actively trying to shake hands. But let's steelman the other side for a second, because we are alone is a real, serious scientific position too. It's called the rare Earth hypothesis. It argues that Earth isn't just lucky. It's a near impossible coincidence stacked on top of coincidence. We have a large moon that stabilizes our tilt, giving us stable seasons. We have Jupiter, a gas giant acting like a cosmic bodyguard, absorbing asteroid impacts. We're in a safe part of the galaxy, far enough from the chaos and radiation near the galactic center. We have plate tectonics, a magnetic field, and the exact right chemical mix at the exact right time. Take away any one of those ingredients, and maybe none of this this video ever happens. If that hypothesis is right, complex life isn't rare. It's borderline miraculous. So, are we alone? Honestly, nobody knows. Not yet. And that's what makes this the best unanswered question in all of science. But here's the thing I want you to sit with. Whether the universe turns out to be teeming with life, or whether it turns out that Earth is the only place that ever looked up and asked, "Is anyone out there?" both answers are equally mind-blowing. If we're not alone, we're standing at the edge of the biggest discovery in human history. And if we are alone, then every single one of us watching this video right now is living on the only known place in a 93 billion light-year wide universe where atoms woke up and started wondering about themselves. Either way, that's worth looking up for. What do you think? Are we alone? Drop your theory in the comments. I read every single one. And if this blew your mind even a little, hit subscribe, because next week, we're talking about the theory that could actually answer this question once and for all. I'll see you in the next one.